Hi guys, how are you? Hope you're good and that you've had a good Christmas break and that you're feeling ready for this new year ahead. Or should we just say ready for this day? It is difficult, it is something to be able to sort of look at sort of whole years ahead and I certainly for one has started to really go with the flow, in the sense that I look at one day and see how do I feel and calibrate through that, and yeah, that is one of the changes that I have felt in the last couple of years now, that going with the flow is one of the things that have become so important for me, and it almost sort of requires new strategies to deal with the day, a week, a month, because we are so used to plan, we are so used to have a structure, and we are so used to things being in a certain way, and I am just slowly letting some of these things go, those things that don't feel right anymore, and try to sort of feel my way through, feel what feels good to do, not letting go of structure all along, but to be more sensitive and more creative and more allowing for things to come through, impulses, ideas, and that sort of thing. So yeah, now today what I would like to talk about is a title that was on one of my latest videos, one of my latest Abraham Hicks videos, about when you are happy on your own. And that is just really just to sort of circle around that theme a bit. I feel that that is going to be one of the main themes in the new year, and the title is a bit misleading in that you are never on your own, but when I say being happy on your own, with that I mean the theme of not giving anybody credit for how you feel or for your happiness, but that you as a sovereign being, you as who you really are, have the ability to feel happy, have the ability to take ownership of how you feel, and that this is something that we can start to really sort of get into sort of understanding more how that works for us, because again we've been used to really hinge our happiness on either what we have or who we are with, what we do, and of course that's part of being a human being. It's just that many of the patterns that we've been getting into have not been serving us, and that is where we want to start to now be sort of more conscious, more consciously aware of how we are either perpetuating certain patterns that are not working for us, or how we are actually starting to make a break with certain things and start to focus in a different direction. So so first thing, when you're happy on your own, so this is where I'm saying, yeah, you are not on your own. We are not on our own. And is it possible to become aware and to become sensitive to how we are not alone? is it possible to practice that? And yes, I think it is. And I suggest, if this thought resonates with you, that you try and practice this. So what I'm going to say is that we have got so much love and support around us, and whether you want to call it source, your inner being, spirit, the universe, divine light, anything that works for you, you've got so much support and love around you. And I am asking you, and I am really encouraging you to try and see if you can tune into that love and support. And that again, it can be sparked off by something you see in your surroundings and some feeling that you have inside yourself, whichever it is that makes that work for you. Try that. So for me, nature has always been a great source for finding that sort of quietness, that sort of stillness, where I can just tune into that feeling of love and support. And this is individual. This is different and unique to everyone, and this is where you will need to do a little bit of research. Is too strong a word, but a little bit of feeling, a little bit of exploration into how you work, what it is that make you tick, and when it is that you feel really connected with that love. Another word for that is alignment. And alignment is perhaps a much more practical word or concept for that feeling. Alignment is really when you just feel, yes, this is it. Feel good here. I feel things are falling into place. I feel love. I feel satisfied. I feel excited. There's so many different feelings, and try and see if you can grasp that a bit, and then make a little note of what it was. And this is still engendering that feeling in yourself of happiness or alignment, satisfaction, that you engender through doing, thinking, feeling certain things. Not that you are asking anybody else to do for you. This is something that you are in charge of. That connection to I call it source. I call it your inner being, inner partner. And so the first thing is with this title that I gave, when you're happy on your own, you are never on your own, but it just refers to that you are not giving anybody, like a partner or family member, the credit for your happiness. This is something that you that you are in charge of, that you are connecting to through your intent. Okay. Then the second thing I wanted to say is that when we're talking about your inner being, you are never really alone. You're never really apart from your inner being. Your inner being is who you really are. the thing is that at some point we got cut off, again is too strong a word, but we somehow lost that natural connection to our inner being, and sometimes we need to work a little harder, or not work hard again. We need to just tune in, fine tune to keep that connection going. And more many of us, and I've seen this in the comments on the channel as well, are starting really to get this now, to really feel that they are connecting more. Many of you are saying that you listened to Abraham for quite a while, and suddenly it's just clicked, and you just suddenly get it. And this is what is happening, that with all the light that is coming in, and with us really becoming more open to what is going on energetically, we are starting to feel more connected now. And what doesn't resonate is starting to feel really off. And we are going to really go for that feeling of connection with our inner being, with who we really are. And that connection is the big we. That is my inner being and me as a big we, where we are working together, where we are one. And that brings me onto the third point I want to make, and that is about when we're talking about relationships. And I've always really wanted to emphasize that on my channel, that relationships are not only about relationships between partners, but this is what most people see as relationships. But when we're talking about this new kind of relationship that we are all so aware of, us, if you've listened to Abraham Hicks for a while, the unconditional relationship, and sometimes it's difficult to get our grasp around it. It's difficult to actually practice it. Unconditional love. But when you think about it and feel it as a way of alignment, then I find that makes it much easier, and it just like feels right. That when you think about yourself as one way inner being, when you are in alignment with your inner being, and you meet other people, really regardless of who they are, it can be friends, it can be family, but also complete strangers. If you start to focus on the inner being of the other person, and you start to really see that part of them shine through, then a whole new world opens up, and you are then connecting to that part of them, that divine part, which have no judgment, which is no judgment, that's pure positive energy. And this is where the unconditional love sort of resides, as it were. That if you can start to see the inner being of every person you meet, and especially in your partner, of course, but in everybody, yeah, then a new dimension is opening up. And this is something that I feel is really an aspect of relationships that we will be seeing more of this year. And with that thought, I like to finish off this video just by saying, yeah, have a practice, have a little practice, and see how. And you might be and you're probably already doing this, but if you think about relationships, whenever you are struggling with any aspect of any relationship, start to focus. If you can start to focus on the divine part, on the inner being part of the other person, see what happens. Make some notes to yourself and just start to fine-tune in that way. So this is a kind of New Year relationship message. Yeah, that was all for me today. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.